Good afternoon. My name is Sofia, Haniza, Binti, Zabit, and today I am going to be presenting on my research topic for synthesis of calcium oxide nanoparticles for the development of latent fingermark. As we all know that fingerprint is commonly used as an identification tool. Hence, it is imperative that we as researchers are able to synthesize or to develop a fingerprint powder that is able to provide a high definition fingermark. Over the years, researchers have shown that the use of nanotechnology is a very promising technique to synthesize this ideal characteristic for a fingerprint powder. In my research, what I've done is I was able to synthesize a fingerprint powder based on a natural alternative and at the same time was able to provide a high definition fingermark in terms of clarity and its contrast. This fingerprint powder was only derived from eggshells, which has undergone a stepwise thermal treatment to produce this powder. This powder is also known as calcium oxide nanoparticle powder, or in short, CNP powder. The application of CNP synthesized from eggshells for the development of latent fingermark has not been implemented thus far. Hence, the aim of this research is to synthesize a natural alternative of a fingerprint calcium powder from eggshells with increased sensitivity and selectivity to fingermark residue. For the methodology, I have undergone three main steps, which is the synthesis of CNP powder, the effectiveness testing, and regrading. For synthesis of CNP powder, I've only undergone through stepwise thermal treatment to produce the powder. Then for effectiveness testing, we have two main phases, which is the multiple surface study and multiple donor studies, where these fingermarks obtained from these two studies will be developed using SIRCHIE powder, the conventional method powder, and also the new novel powder, which is CNP powder, where we would test it side by side, where SIRCHIE powder will only be developed on the left side, and CNP powder will only be developed on the right side of the fingermark. Then the fingermark developed using both of these powders will be graded using the International Fingerprint Research Group guidelines. Then it will undergo further data analysis to obtain the results. These are the results for both multiple surface study and multiple donor studies. Where we can see for multiple surface study, plastic showed there were a significant difference between the performance between CNP powder and SIRCHIE powder. Meanwhile, for metal and glass surfaces, there were no significant difference between these two powders. And for donors, multiple donor studies, both male and female donors showed there were significant difference between the performance of both of CNP and SIRCHIE powder. These are the overall results and examples where we can see on the left side, I would dust only with SIRCHIE powder, and on the right side, I will only dust using CNP powder for all of these examples. And we can see for this on three different surfaces, and this is between female and male donors. Overall, for CNP powder, provides high in clarity as well as in contrast, and for SIRCHIE powder, provides lower in clarity, meanwhile the contrast still remains good. Overall, in the past, researchers have already synthesized fingerprint powder through green-based techniques such as zinc oxide nanoparticle doped with carbon dots using potato peels and fluorescent variant of silica nanoparticles from rice husk. Nevertheless, most of these green methods still make use of one or more chemicals in the course of the powder synthesis. Nevertheless, in my work, only heat treatment was being utilized to produce this fingerprint powder, which performs significantly better in multiple surface study and multiple donor studies. In conclusion, CNP powder is an eco-friendly, low-cost fingerprint powder derived from eggshell is capable of developing good quality latent fingermarks on based on its clarity of the ridges on dry, dark, non-porous surfaces. All in all, CNP powder is a low-cost, natural alternative, eco-friendly fingerprint powder that is able to provide a high definition finger marks in terms of clarity and contrast at the same time. This is my reference and my acknowledgement. Thank you.